Welcome to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. If you've ever been to Starbucks during the holiday season, you may have seen their Cranberry Bliss Bars. These are delicious baked bars with a brown sugar cookie base and topped with a delicious cream cheese and white chocolate frosting and sprinkled with dried cranberries. These are so delicious, especially with coffee or tea, and today we're doing a copycat recipe. We'll see how close we can get to the original, so let's get started. And I'll show you the ingredients. The ingredients for the copycat Starbucks Cranberry Bliss Bars are all-purpose flour, brown sugar, dried cranberries, orange zest, unsalted butter, orange extract, vanilla extract, ground ginger, an egg, salt, powdered sugar, cream cheese, white chocolate chips, and coconut oil. I'll be baking it in an 8 by 8 inch pan lined with parchment paper. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And first we're going to brown our butter. So I'm going to add 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So over medium-high heat, which is about a 6 on my gas stove. I'm going to brown this butter in a stainless steel pan. And the reason we use stainless steel is so we can see the milk solids as they start to brown. And that's how we get a nice brown, nutty flavor in that butter. Now this is going to provide a really nice base to the Cranberry Bliss Bars. It'll pair well with the brown sugar that we'll be adding and really provide an extra depth of flavor with that browned butter. Once we start seeing little brown specks in there, we'll remove it from the heat and we'll let it cool for about 5 minutes before we mix it in with the brown sugar. And you'll notice right away when it starts to brown, it'll have a nice, really delicious, nutty smell to it. Some of the best cookie and bar recipes use brown butter. It's starting to turn brown right now. So I'm going to cut the heat on that. And while it's cooling, we're going to go ahead and prepare some of our other ingredients. Okay, we're going to need a teaspoon of orange zest. So I have my microplane zester, and I'm just going to barely zest the very orange part of the orange until I get 1 teaspoon. Now if you've tasted these bars before, you know they have a very orange forward flavor, and that's achieved by this orange zest as well as orange extract in the recipe. Okay, so that is exactly 1 teaspoon of orange zest. Next we want 1 cup of packed brown sugar. I'm going to add that to a large mixing bowl. Okay, that brown butter has cooled for 5 minutes. I'm going to add it to the brown sugar. I'm going to scrape out all of that good brown, those little brown speckles. I want to give it a really good whisk until it starts to look like sand. I'm going to add in that orange zest. I want 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of orange extract, 1 egg, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to whisk this mixture together until it's all very well combined and lightened in color. Okay, we want 1 cup of flour. I fluffed it up and I'll level it off. Okay, you want to switch from a whisk to a spoon or a spatula. And I put my flour in. I'll put my cranberries in, a 1/2 cup of dried cranberries. I didn't chop these up or anything. And 1 cup of white chocolate chips. I just want to stir that until all of the flour, the white flour streaks are gone. And the dough is going to be very thick at this point. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now I have a 8 by 8 inch pan that I've lined with parchment paper. And you want kind of an overhang here, so it'll be easy to lift out when the bars are done. And I did spray it a little bit with cooking spray. You just want to spread it out as best you can. I'm going to get in there with clean hands, sprayed with cooking spray, and just help it spread out a little bit. I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven and bake it for around 25 to 27 minutes. And the edges are supposed to be lightly brown and the top will be set. Okay, to prepare the topping, I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of dried cranberries and just chop them up. These will be sprinkled over the cream cheese frosting. Okay, the bars were in the oven for 25 minutes at 350. They're lightly browned around the edges and they're set in the middle. So I'm going to let them cool in the pan for 10 minutes and then we're going to lift them out and put it on a cooling rack, and then we'll continue to cool it until they're completely cool, and then we'll frost it. But we can go ahead and make our frosting. So we have 3/4 cup of sifted powdered sugar, 4 ounces of cream cheese that I softened in the microwave and stirred until it was smooth. We want 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/4 teaspoon of orange extract, and just a pinch of salt. I think to get the texture I want, I'm going to use my electric mixer. I'm going to put in a little bit more powdered sugar. And I'll put the final measurements in the description box too. I want to get it to where it's not so loose. I want it more spreadable like a regular icing would be. So it just takes a little bit of experimenting. That's more what I was looking for. Okay, now we're going to lift them from the pan. Kind of broke there. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to slide out the parchment paper. And then we'll be back when they're completely cool. Okay, so it's completely cooled. I actually put it in the refrigerator for a little bit to kind of move it along. So next thing we want to do is put your frosting on. Now it's not a really thick frosting. You're not going to need a lot. Let's make sure we get it all. Now I've got 3 tablespoons of white chocolate chips and a 1/2 teaspoon of coconut oil. I'm going to put that in the microwave just for like 10 seconds at a time until it can melt. Then we'll put it in a Ziploc bag, snip the corner, and then we'll be able to drizzle it out in streaks. Okay, I've got my chopped cranberries. I'm just going to sprinkle those on top. Okay, I'm going to open up my Ziploc bag here. You could just snip off the corner. And that way you're just able to drizzle it like that. Now I'm going to let that topping set. Okay, now it is all ready to be cut. So I'm going to cut it into 9 pieces. Okay, 9 pieces. And then we cut each piece diagonally for a total of 18. You to see the inside of that one. Look how pretty that is. Okay, we're going to plate them up now and then we'll do a taste test. Just for comparison, the one on the left is the one I picked up at Starbucks, and then the plate on the right are the ones that we made today. Okay, I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison. This is the one from Starbucks. Now I know this Starbucks one is good because I used it as a guide. Really good orange taste, cranberry, a little tart, a little sweet with the cream cheese. That's exactly what I'm going for with my copycat. Mine is a little bit more packed full of white chocolate chips and cranberries, so we'll see. I mean, I can barely tell the difference between the two. It's got the same brown butter cookie base. They're both like a dense cookie, but still soft. Man, that's good. A very orange forward flavor. The brown butter cookie, the cream cheese on top, it really complements that flavor of the orange and the cranberry. And then the white chocolate both in the bar and drizzled on top. Excellent. I encourage you to make these. I think you'll be really happy how well they mimic the Starbucks recipe. Thank you so much for joining me again here on Hope's Homemade Kitchen as we made copycat, Starbucks, Cranberry Bliss Bars. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. I'll include this recipe as part of my holiday treats playlist, and I encourage you to take a look at all of those recipes that we've already made this holiday season. We'll see you next time.